Gabby yesterday declared Chelsea the biggest club in London. We want to get your thoughts. In the order of the biggest clubs in London, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham, Palace.
I'm still going to go.
Where are you going?
I'm still going to go Arsenal, just slightly. I know that European football, and that is a big factor. I totally understand there. But I'm just going globally around the world, supporters-wise, slightly. Chelsea, certainly. You could be...
West Ham
it's a toss of a coin, really.
Yeah.
You know, who's the bigger. West Ham have got a massive support, really good. Like Spurs have. Spurs have got an excellent support as well.
Very big.
So it'd be close between... who would you go there? West Ham, Spurs.
Oh, I think they've got to be the biggest. What they've won.
Spurs have won a double back in the 60s, didn't they?
Yeah.
West Ham, FA Cup final. West Ham.
I think Spurs.
Probably Spurs.
I think Spurs support.
Oh, they're big.
I wouldn't like to say who's bigger, Arsenal or Spurs, honestly.
Well,
and West Ham
have got massive support.
Yeah,
so about
that. We'll leave it there.
Right, so you got Palace. Palace had a great season as well. We mentioned them earlier. Got some really good players now. Palace, they've been good. Who else is there? Fulham. We've got some of the London clubs, haven't we? Millwall
would take 45, 50.
Yeah, all day long, Millwall.
Let's take a call. Michael is an Arsenal fan. He's called him with a bright idea for Mikel Arteta and all Arsenal fans. Michael, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Alan.
Hello, Michael.
As usual. And Ray, nice to see you there, Ray.
And you, mate.
The Romford Pelé, yeah. Okay, so, right, let me just say one quick thing, right? Basically, this whole, whatever you want to call it, rigmarole about trophies is overdone, right? Trophies are not really what it's about. If you win the European Conference League trophy, it gets you very, very little in terms of proper mean cash, okay? The top club in England or Britain is Arsenal, and I'll tell you why. Because Arsenal have got 177 million from the Premier League, 101 million from the Champions League, leaving them with a total of 278 million total profit. Liverpool come in second, 181 million from the Premier League, 96 million only from the Champions League, a total of 277 million. If we go down the list, we end up with Tottenham at the bottom. Right? Surprise. 130 million, well done, from the Premier League. That's almost automatic. And then they got 39 million for winning whatever that tin pot thing was, making a total of 169 million. My point is, the trophies aren't really what people are trying to get. And the reason why the Football Association Challenge Cup, or the FA Cup in other words, is not seen to be such a great trophy as it used to be, is because it's just not worth that much.
All I can say, Michael, I think you got that a little bit wrong, because you don't at the end of the season, we made 277 million. But we didn't win no trophy.
From a fan's point of view.
If you're going to go 20 years time, you look back and say, well, we won the trophy that year. You don't say we had 277 million for winning the league or coming second in the league or whatever.
Actually, no, fair play.
So it wouldn't go down in your honours list, would it? How much money you've got?
Would winning? You see, people are decrying things like the Fairs Cup, which I was actually at that night of the Fairs Cup, and up that night of the Fairs Cup we beat Anderlecht, who were a very strong European side at that time. Winning the Fairs Cup was kind of equivalent to winning the European Champions League now, because we have so many teams going into the European Champions League, and at that time the Fairs Cup was the only alternative to not being the actual champion to go into the European Cup. So, for example, Arsenal, beat Ajax home and away to get through to the final of the Fairs Cup of that year when they won it, and then the double the year after. My point being that actually it was worth an awful lot more in real terms, and now it's dismissed as not even a cup that we won, because it's not under UEFA jurisdiction and stuff.
Yeah,
so
Michael, I know what you're saying. I think Ray's more talking about rather than a business point of view.
It's not all
for the
about
fans.
Yeah,
for the they tell their kids, their grandkids.
Oh, it's all about medals, Al. It's all about medals. At the end of the day, it's all about trophies, what you've won, what the club's won.
Yeah, but it's interesting how much Arsenal have made. So buy a centre forward.
It's unbelievable, really. How bad Spurs season's been in the Premier League. 130 million they got out.
Yeah.
Every place is so important in that Premier League. I mean, if you got 3 places, the last game of the season.
By the way, all the concerts coming to the new stadium as well.
It might be £5 million you'd get extra. Oh, we got Robbie Williams going to the Emirates. I think next week, maybe.
You want to see the list that Tottenham have got?
Oh, Tottenham have got, they've got a perfect stadium for that, haven't they?
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.